Hey guys, and welcome to the team call. My name's Casey Elmore, and I am part of Team Plant Strong Team Worth. And Michelle and I are super excited tonight to share with y'all how to really take advantage of the 90-day game plan and have tons of success and tons of momentum and amazing things. We have been witnessing our teams going forth the last 4 weeks now, taking part of this 90-day game plan, and we are seeing a lot of momentum, a lot of success, and a lot of paychecks going up. So without further ado, Michelle has put an amazing training together, so I'm going to hand it over to her and let her rock it out for you guys.
Awesome. Okay, y'all. Well, welcome to the Monday night team training call. I'm doing it from my car because, you just can do this business from anywhere. I just had a salad party tonight, so we're just improvising. So I'm excited to share with you guys. I put this training together a couple weeks ago for Kurt Beaver's team, and they're doing a 90-day game plan really modeled after ours, which is an honor, because obviously he's a big deal. And so some of you guys are doing the 90-day game plan, some of you guys aren't, but these tips are really applicable to anyone, whether you're doing the program or not, because they're things that are going to really help you succeed long term. It's for people who are wanting to progress in their business. And so I'm just excited to share with you guys tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So give me a second. Okay, just a second. All right. So first I want to talk about why we do a 90-day game plan and share with you guys a little bit of the background. So first of all, we do a 90-day game plan to get liftoff. It's really like a plane taking off. The 90 days is really our runway to get our business launched, to get our businesses off the ground. There's an immense amount of energy that's required to get an airplane from the ground to the air. And that takes a lot of fuel. It takes a lot of energy. It takes focus. And so, that's exactly what this game plan is for us. It's that liftoff. It's that runway to get us off the ground and running. And, if you've ever taken a plane ride, once you get to 30,000 feet, you're at cruising altitude and things just go smoother. Your ride is more smooth. There's less energy that has to be exerted. And that's ultimately where we want all of you to get with your businesses, to the place where you're at cruising altitude and you can really enjoy a lot of the fruits of this business. And so the second thing is a 90-day game plan really helps you with planning. It helps you planning and goal setting. We've seen that, 90 days is a good chunk of time where a lot of growth can take place. And a lot of times people like the idea of growing their businesses. They want to move forward, but they aren't setting, the goals that they want to set for their businesses. They're not writing them down. They're not being held accountable. And so they're not reaching them. And so this is really a place to write down your goals, to put them on paper, put them in our group, have an upline sponsor, success partner, so that you can be held accountable and give you tools to reach your goals. The next thing is it takes commitment. The commitment is worth the reward. And we've seen this. We've done multiple 90-day game plans in the past. And we know that a small sacrifice and a commitment are really required in order to change the way that you do your business. And in order to develop new skill sets and establish your weekly DMO, establish your pattern for your business. And so we want you to understand that. And someone's not muted. I'll do that in a second. And then the last thing is 90 days is really where the breakthrough happens. That's where you're going to see those aha things happen, where 90 days of consistent effort, you're going to see breakthroughs in your paycheck, in your pay line, in your team, and it gets really exciting. So our team is doing our third 90-day game plan. We just did one in January, from January to March, and we had a big surge and right before the spring conference, and a lot of our teammates met their goals. Our team hit 39 club, and we know that doing a surge or a 90-day game plan is really important between conferences, because conference is a huge time where we get to celebrate. We get to recognize promotions. We get to recognize accomplishments. But the summer is also a great time, because we know that the summer brings a lot of life changes and different habits, and there's not as much structure. And so it's a really great way to get structure in your business over the summer. And so that's why we're doing it right now. We know a lot of you guys have big goals for Indianapolis, and we want to help you guys build now so that when the fall comes, you're already at that cruising altitude and things are going smoothly and you're getting close to your goals. So go to the next. So now tonight, I just want to share with you 10 tips that I have for being successful in the 90-day game plan and really in the business overall. So I'll share those with you guys. So the 90-day game plan, number one tip for being successful is creating goals that motivate you daily. These goals need to connect with your why. We want you to have goals that are connected to the reason that you get up early to do this business, or you stay up late, or you fit it into the stolen moments of your day. These goals need to be related to something that is bigger than you and bigger than like reaching VF or sales coordinator, something that internally motivates you, because there's going to be times where you don't want to get up, 30 minutes earlier. But when you remember your why and why you're doing this business, it's going to make you want to get up. It's going to make you get out of bed and spend that extra time, because long-term it's going to get you something bigger. Tip number 2, share your goals with your family or those close to you. This is really important because we want your family to see the bigger picture. We want them to know that, what you're going for and why it's going to be good for them too. Because when you're growing your business, it takes sacrifice, it takes commitment, it takes, your family's buy-in, and everything goes smoother if you can get your family to buy in. A lot of people who are parents, they share their goals with their kids. They share their goals with their husbands. They, come together as a family because they know, like, oh, this extra $500 is going to do this for our family, or this extra $1,000 is going to do this for our family. And so maybe at the end of the 90 days, the mom, they get to have a party if they reach their goal, or they get to have, go on a trip, or, there's something at the end of the tunnel where, when you have to get on a phone call, your family knows, like, oh, mommy's got to do a phone call because I'm working towards this goal. Remember, we're going to, if we reach it, we're going to have that party, or you just have something where your family's on board, and it makes it so much easier, whether it's a husband, whether it's kids, just gets on board so that they are there and they're supporting you when you have to take those moments for your business. The next thing is it helps you plan. This 90-day game plan really helps you plan for the next 3 months. And to be successful, you need to plan. You need to get your calendar out. You need to plan. It's already June's almost over. You need to plan July and August and even September. We want you to put the big things on the calendar first. We want you to put boot camps and regional trainings and conferences. The next conference that our company has is in October. It's in Indianapolis, and that's going to be huge. We always say conference is a non-negotiable. We want everyone on our team to experience conference because we know that's the true way to understand what we're a part of, to see the culture, to see the community, and to really get a bigger picture of why we do what we do and what we're a part of. So put those things on there. Put your goals, put your conference goals, put your paycheck goals, put your 90-day goals, put your teammates' goals on your calendar. Put events that you're planning. We want you to be planning your business month to month. And so if July is already here, we need to be planning for August, because I'll tell you, 90 days seems like a lot of time, but month 1 is already almost all the way gone for us. And so if you blink, time flies by. And if you're not prepared, if you're not planned, it's going to go by and you won't be able to reach the goals and the things that you set out to do. It's just like doing the 10-day shred, or, trying to eat healthier. If you don't plan and prep and meal plan and, know what you're going to do to be successful, you're not going to be able to do the things that you set out to do. So planning is really huge to get you success in this business and on the 90-day game plan. So next one, this is big. This is something that I cannot say enough, but it's do something every day, Monday through Friday. Touch your business, block out time for your business so that it's protected, and maximize your time. Maybe you have 15 minutes a day, maybe you have 30 minutes a day, but do business building activity. And that's what the 90-day game plan is designed to do, is teach you business building activity. We get paid to have conversations. We get paid to talk to people. So throughout the 90 days, we want you to talk to people and to have new conversations and, do events and introduce people to our lifestyle, to our community. That's truly what we get paid to do. And, if you can just do something every single day, it's going to be so much easier, because there's a temptation to let the busyness and the craziness of life rob you of this precious time that you have for your business. And we know that, if you let that happen, you're never going to reach your goals. You're never going to get what you want for your family. Because we know that, doing this 15 minutes a day, this 30 minutes a day is going to get you to the greater goal, whether that's, to pay for college for your kids, a new house, vacations, to travel, to be debt free, to pay for, to do the bigger things. And so it's a little sacrifice to spend 15 or 30 minutes a day building towards something bigger. One of the things my mentor, Kurt, always says is, he relates it to building a fire. It takes a lot of time and effort to build a fire from scratch without, all the modern day conveniences. You've got to get the fire started. You got to keep it started. You got to collect all the wood. It's a long process, but it's so much easier to keep the fire going. So if you just put a log on the fire every day, you can keep the fire going forever if you just continue to put a log on the fire. And that's the way to be successful in this business. It's not to do a bunch here and then wait 2 weeks and do a little bit and wait 3 weeks and do a little bit. Those little bursts are great, but they're not going to give you the long-term success. They're not going to give you the momentum that is really going to get you to that cruising altitude. Okay, the next thing is choose an accountability partner. This can be someone on your team. It can be a sideline. For our 90-day game plan, we chose a success partner for you. It's your upline sales coordinator. This person is going to push you and uplift you and hold you accountable to your goals. They're going to, this is someone that, is going to be invested in your success. And they really, you're going to share with them each week what you're planning to do, which of the daily method of operation things you're doing, and they're going to hold you accountable because they care about you and they want your success. Sometimes we want success for other people more than they want it for themselves. And, so we want to know what you want to do each week, and we want to hold you to that because we see the future that you want and we want it for you. Okay, number 6, we want you to set up goals, daily goals, a DMO or a weekly plan. This is going to really help you get to the bigger paycheck goals, promotion goals. This is where the DMO comes in. We created a weekly planner for you guys for our 90-day game plan where, we have Motivation Monday, Team Tuesday, Wrap Up Wednesday, Thank You Thursday, Follow Up Friday. It's just giving you something small that's business building to do each day of the week. And it can be really powerful. Find something that works for you and do it every week. Work with your sponsor, work with your upline. These are really the stepping stones to get to the bigger goals. Like if you want to add 5 trio orders, it's not just go get 5 trio orders. It's go have 3 to 5 new conversations a week, and you'll probably get 5 trio orders if you talk to 15 to 20 people a month, so it's helping you do the day in, day out activity to get you to your goals. Okay, step 7, read, listen, or watch something motivational every day. And this is so huge. And I really took this for granted for a long time. But in January, I really committed to investing in my own growth and reading a book every month, 1 book a month, whether it's about leadership, personal growth, the business, something every month. And I've also started listening to podcasts. I listen to podcasts when I put my makeup on, when I work out, when I drive. Some of the podcasts that I like are MLM Nation. It really helps build your belief in the industry of network marketing. I love Kurt Beavers has a podcast called Make a Life. Christine Kane has one called Coffee with Chris. It's a Christian leadership podcast. There's so many that you can plug into that will really just build your belief, remind you that you can do this. And there's so much negativity in the world. There's people that are going to say no, people that are going to, say it doesn't work or call it a scam. Like we have to constantly be putting that good input into our brains, and our belief will soar if you do this. And it's really, I've seen a huge difference in me and my team and my business since I started doing this. So that's a huge thing. Just invest in your personal growth and your business will grow. Okay, step 8, celebrate success along the way. And this is something we started doing is, Success Sunday. We want to celebrate you guys because it's not just about the big milestones. It's about all the little things. Maybe you did something scary this week and you called someone, or maybe you had 5 conversations, or maybe you did a Facebook post, or you did Facebook Live, whatever that was for you, share it in our groups, share it in our team pages, share it in our 90-day game plan page, because We want to celebrate you. Whenever you do things and you get that, you have others cheering for you and you're cheering for other people, it makes it so much more fun. We want to celebrate you guys, and we want to, those little victories are going to help you press on to the bigger victories. I was recently challenged to write down 1 to 3 things at the end of each day that I did well. A lot of times I think we are a negative mentality. At the end of the day, you're like, oh, I didn't do that, or I didn't check this off, or I forgot to do that, or forgot to call that person back. And we go through this negative checklist. But what if at the end of the day, we had a journal and we just wrote down 2 or 3 things that went well? Like, I made a healthy meal. I called someone. I had a great conversation about Juice Plus. I did an awesome post. Writing a few things that went well is totally going to flip your mindset to think positive. In the morning, when you wake up, instead of being like, oh, I didn't get enough sleep, be grateful for the 3 or 4 or 6 or however many hours you did get. If you can just change your mindset to be positive, it can change the whole day, and it can change your outlook on your life, your family, your business, your relationships, and everything. The next one is success is rooted in habits. So, the activities that you're doing in your business that are daily, that are weekly, that are part of this 90-day game plan are going to become habits, and they're programming you for lasting success. The things that success brings are not found from convenience, or not found from instant gratification. You may be tempted to not do some of your daily activities or skip things, but ultimately we want your why, that goal from number 1, your why to drive you so much that you can overcome those temptations, that, the tools that we're giving you on our team pages, on these calls, in our 90-day game plan pages will help you to overcome those temptations. Because even though we're an instant gratification society, we know that that's truly not going to get us what we want long term. It's the same thing with, doing the shred or trying to eat healthy. That eating a gallon of ice cream is not going to get you to your goals, but it might sound good in the moment. It might be easier than making a salad, but it's the same thing with our business. Do the things daily, like meal prep for your business. Do the things daily that are going to prepare you for that massive success down the road. And the last thing is just practice self-control. I heard this at church last week, and I thought it was so profound. And the teaching was on self-control, and he used a definition by Tim Keller. It says, he says, self-control is the ability to recognize and choose the important thing over the urgent thing at any given moment, because within yourself, your desires are properly ordered. I love that. I'll say it again. So self-control is the ability to recognize and choose the important thing over the urgent thing at any given moment, because within yourself, your desires are properly ordered. So within our business, this could look like maybe you need to call, do 3 follow-up calls today, but then your mom's texting you, your best friend's texting you, you need to do the laundry, you just start finding things to do that aren't the hard things, that aren't the important things. You do like urgent things. You see there's dishes in the sink, or, someone calls you, but you don't really need to talk to them right then because you need to be making your customer calls. It's picking the important over the urgent. It's like sometimes when I do my business stuff, I turn my, if I'm on trying to send emails out to my customers or doing calls, I turn Facebook off, or, I just do things that kind of equip me for success instead of when I'm trying to do work on the computer, I'm like making graphics or I'm doing something for a team, setting up events, I turn my phone over or I put it on airplane mode so that I'm not getting notifications while I'm trying to do the things that I need to do for my business, for my team. And so it's just practicing that self-control and every day thinking, okay, what are the important things I need to get done? Highlight those, make sure you know what they are, and then let the urgent things wait, because those things are not helping to build your goals, they're not helping to build your family's goals, and they're not ultimately going to serve you well long term. So these are my 10 tips for success in the 90-day game plan. They're going to help you with success in our business overall. And that's all I have to share. It's pretty simple. It's pretty practical, but it's something we all can do. We all can get better. There's always room for improvement. And so I'm going to stop here. And if anyone has a question, feel free to chat. Feel free to take yourself off mute and ask away. We'll give a few minutes and then we'll jump off here. Any questions?
Thanks, Mish. I can't say enough about that last piece, the self-control, because I always would find myself getting, Jesse would always say, like, you're doing stuff, but you're not doing the right stuff. And I think this is really profound because I was finding myself like letting things that were urgent, but not most important in my business, just deter me from getting stuff done that were most important to building a paycheck and building our team's paychecks and actually helping people. So I think this is such a key thing, and it's so easy in life to let this stuff happen. And that's like probably one of the biggest downfalls I think a lot of us have in this business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's easy to do. Fire drills are very, very common, but you just have to be able to look the other way and stay on task, because you know the research shows that multitasking over time is not as beneficial as just focusing in and finishing one thing before you move on to the next. So it's hard to revert back, but it's really powerful when you do. Anything else? Any other thoughts or questions? It's great to see all you guys on here tonight. If you have any other thoughts later on, please just feel free to ask questions in our team pages or on our Voxer chat. And we're excited to see where the next 90 days goes. And we have a couple other guest speakers coming up in July, so stay tuned. So y'all have a great evening. Thanks for being on. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.